Getting ledge trapped over and over again can be one of the most devastating feelings when playing Smash Bros. Samsora and Tweek have a lot of tricks up their sleeves to deal with expert ledge trappers like MKLeo, so in this video we're going to be looking at how they escape the ledge. The first aspect we're going to look at is timing. Many players feel like no matter what option they choose, their opponent is able to cover it. But they don't realise that they are consistently choosing a get up at pretty much the exact same time, making it way easier to react. If someone is about to throw you a ball, and they say 3, 2, 1 and then throw it, it is a lot easier to react and catch
1, 2, 3
than if someone just throws you something out of nowhere. This is because you're aware of when it's coming. Mixing up when you choose an option from the ledge makes it a lot tougher on your opponent, just like throwing a ball at someone who isn't ready for it. That being said, there are some specific timings where you do want to choose a get up. Against opponents who are jumping during their ledge trap, Samsora and Tweek both choose their option as their opponent is landing. Here, as Nairo is about to land with an aerial, Samsora begins a roll get up, as it will be impossible for Nairo to get there in time after the landing aerial. This is a crucial idea against Diddy Kong, as he places a banana on the ledge, forcing you to choose jump from the ledge. However, if you time your own jump from the ledge right after the Diddy attempts to cover your jump and is landing, you can escape. You should also always get up immediately if you can see your opponent isn't in position to ledge trap you. In both of these scenarios, Tweek's opponent is out of position and in the lag of a move, so Tweek jumps straight away as to not give his opponent time to set up a ledge trap. It's important to understand whether your opponent is playing reactively or preemptively when ledge trapping. This is because roll, neutral and get up attack are all reactable, whereas jump and drop off double jump from the ledge are not. If your opponent is staying completely grounded and is also using a lot of shield, it means they are waiting to react to your get up option. This of course means you should tend to use jump and drop off double jump far more often, as they are unreactable. A mistake many people make, however, is choosing an option like an aerial or neutral air dodge immediately after jumping from the ledge. As Gimmer has covered in his recent video, a person needs around 18 to 20 frames, or 1/3 of a second, to react to something in Smash Bros. This means if you choose an aerial option immediately after you jump, you're essentially adding lag to your jump from ledge. This will allow your opponent that is playing purely off reaction to cover your jump get up, as well as regular roll and get up attack, leaving you with no options that your opponent can't react to. Tweek often jumps and then after a bit double jumps, giving him lots of room to work with to try and get down to the ground. Here Samsora jumps, but then does a late back air while fast falling to the ground. If this back air was done as he jumped from the ledge, it would have been easy for Nairo to react and up air Samsora. The other option against players playing based off reaction and shielding is to drop off and then double jump aerial back onto stage. Once again, many players have the bad habit of using their aerial too early when double jumping onto stage, and they simply get punished for hitting their opponent's shield. Here we see Samsora wait just a little bit before beginning his aerial, so he is safely able to cross up shield. This works best with multi-hit moves, but you can delay before using any aerial to cross up your opponent's shield. We see here Tweek also using the concept, but instead doing a late nair dodge to cross up shield. It may feel dangerous not pressing a button straight away, but remember, if your opponent is sitting in shield and purely reacting, you have around 18 to 20 frames to do whatever you want before they'll react to your option. Against opponents who are ledge trapping with a mix of reaction and preemptive moves, it certainly becomes more of a mix-up game. Jumping and using an aerial straight away can be effective in this situation. Here we see MKLeo jumping around attempting to catch Tweek's get up with a back air. However, Tweek simply jumps and hits him immediately for jumping around. Drop down double jumping from the ledge with an early aerial is also effective against players who are moving around near the edge when they ledge trap, especially if you have more range than them. Here we see MKLeo use Joker's superior range to stuff out Tweek's ledge trap, even though Wario's nair was already out. If your aerial from the ledge doesn't hit your opponent, it's important to mix up what you do. Here Tweek's aerial from the ledge is shielded, however he changes his drift to mix up his opponent and land safely. and here he does it again versus Zachary. This will make it difficult for your opponent to ledge trap, even if your jump aerial misses. It's also important to remember the advice from the how to land video, and land where you can. Here Tweek's jump aerial whiffs, but Samsora has given up a lot of stage, so Tweek can quickly land without the need to try and mix up his drift. Against opponents who aren't simply holding shield and waiting, Tweek and Samsora will also work in the other get up options. Although I think jump and double jump are the hardest to punish, you need to use the other get up options so that your opponent has to respect that you might do them, making it harder for them to ledge trap you. The occasional roll can really catch your opponent off guard, and if it is successful, it's the best option as it allows you to immediately get to center stage. After a regular get up, many players have a poor defensive habit such as only shielding, spot dodging, or rolling once they get up as they're afraid. Here, as soon as Tweek gets up, he down tilts MK Leo, as it is likely MK Leo would want to grab the regular get up, so immediately getting up into shield would have been pointless. Here Samsora gets up regularly and patiently escapes the corner. I've done a whole tutorial on escaping the corner, so make sure you check that out or rewatch it to refresh your memory. In all of these examples, Samsora and Tweek don't display poor overly defensive habits and are able to escape the corner. It's important to think about what character your opponent is playing as well. Here Samsora knows that he won't die if he jumps from the ledge and gets back aired, but if he does a regular or roll get up, he's at risk of getting hit by a Game & Watch down smash or up smash, which would kill him. So even if Samsora's jump was caught here, at least he would die. Here Tweek knows that one back air will end him, so he doesn't jump and instead does a regular get up, while also beginning his get up as MK Leo lands, as we talked about before.
So wait, so guys, open it!
But the command grab to be able to get that KO!
Another character specific thing to look out for is if your opponent has a good ledge trump to back air. If you can see your opponent is kind of just waiting around not in shield, they could be looking for a ledge trump. In Ultimate, as long as you buffer some kind of get up option, you will avoid the ledge trump and your opponent will be the one in a poor position. Here Tweek can see Dark Wizzy patiently waiting without shield and knows that if he gets hit by Mario's ledge trump back air, he will die. So he immediately does a regular get up to avoid the trump. I would never recommend rolling if you think your opponent might trump, as that is a very common habit that many players like to punish. Get him off stage again, roll!
Oh, he went roll!
The roll get up is also the easiest to land a hard punish on. Finally, if you see your opponent whiff a laggy move near the ledge, drop down and double jump aerial is far safer and more effective than punishing with a get up attack. Get up attack does minimal damage and also sends your opponent to center stage. However, if you can land a rising up air or forward air, it's often far more effective and not as punishable if it fails and is shielded by your opponent. Speaking of get up attack, remember that it is invincible until the attack comes out, meaning if your opponent is charging a scary looking smash attack near the ledge, don't be afraid to simply get up attack them for it.
Squirtle staying out right now. I guess it's an okay answer. It's only 90-something%, but 98 now. Purple is ready to get that KO, especially with the back air.
Beautiful swap. It's kind of like what you were talking about earlier, being able to swap, use his jumps, be able to recover safely, knock back off stage.
Corner, he's doing a lot of these full hops and double jumps to get back to center stage, and
Just doing things like that, getting punished for it, but it was pretty nutty.
Yes, it was. one tiny opening. He is the Luigi.
Yeah. I mean, Elegant always like.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry.
Bleep this.